yeah. She's a bad mama jamma. A bad mama jamma. What up, everybody? It is your girl, Melissa. Woo woo. It is Friday, y'all. And let me tell you how excited I am that it is Friday. I don't know about y'all, but it was one of the longest weeks ever in a while. I don't know if you ever have those weeks, like you can feel every single day. Like I felt Monday, I felt Tuesday, I felt Wednesday till the time I had to clock out. Like, only 1 minute has passed, y'all. It was a long week. Blessed, but long week. So how are y'all doing? I'm gonna jump on here so I can share, see your likes, your views, your comments. Come on, because I love all of my peeps on Ignite. And hold on, I'm not live yet. Maybe I'm live. I don't know. Hold on. It'll get there. It'll get there. But y'all, what is going on? What is happening in your world? What new is happening? Hold on, I'm trying to get you on so I can see your comments. So I can see it. Oh, here I am. Okay. I see me now. Okay. Oh, let's see. Hey Calvin, thank you for tuning in. Okay, I can see everybody now. I'm excited. Okay. All right. So, I kind of had a subject for today that I wanted to talk about, but I think I'm going to hold off on it just because I want to give you the full experience of it. And sometimes I feel like you should always give your all, right? And I feel like I don't want to give it halfly to you, if that's even a word. Halfly. It's in the word book of Melissa. Halfly, okay? So, I don't know. We'll see. You let me know. Maybe I will share it with you. I don't know. I want to see who gets on, and yeah, we'll go from there. But y'all, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about some very important things coming up. Okay, September on Ignite with Melissa, we have a Spanish Heritage Month coming up, September 15th through October 15th. And let me tell you, I got some great guests lined up, and I'm really excited about what is to come. And there's just a whole lot of things, and there's just so much I want to share with you guys, and so much I want to do. And November and December, I know we're kind of speaking a little bit out there, but guys, look at August. It's already almost over. September is creeping up on us like tomorrow, literally. Like tomorrow. And just everything always goes by so fast. So I just want to tell you about all the cool things that are coming up and the things that are going to be happening. And I want to do some giveaways for you guys, but in order to do that, we have to hit that 1K mark. Just part of the rules, regulations, and so let's make it happen. We are 240, I believe. I don't know. My count could be off. I haven't looked. 240 was the last time I checked. 250 were off from hitting that 1K. But let's go. Invite your friends. Let's share, comment, bring them in so we can hit that 1K and start doing giveaways, because I like to share things with you guys. I like to give things away to you guys. And nothing makes my heart more happy than to give stuff away. And those of you that know me personally know that I just love giving stuff. I love helping others. And so let's hit that 1K so we can start doing some great giveaways on this show. And trust me, they're not your normal giveaways. These are like give, let me give it away, like for real giveaways. Okay, so many things coming up, and I'm excited. And so let's see, we're gonna do Q&A. Ask your Q&A, guys. Let's do this today. I want to get to know you more. I want to get questions from you as well as give you questions. So I got y'all on here, and I'm going to get y'all questions. I'm going to mind my business. Drink my tea. Okay, I don't drink tea, but you know. Okay, guys. I'm slowly waiting for you. And as I'm waiting, we're getting a request from the hotline of what song to sing. What song to sing this today? On today. Oh, okay, hold on. It said you commented, but I can't see it. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for tuning in. Jimmy Ortega, thank you for tuning in. And as you guys know, there's always like a little bit of delay. So if I don't see it, please forgive me. But yeah. So I just want to talk. I want to do Q&A with you guys. What song, Calvin? You know, your girl is a secret singer. Okay, just kidding, I'm not. But I will sing. I don't know the La La song. What is the La La song? Because I will sing it if you tell me what it is. Eileen, thank you for tuning in. I don't know what the La La song is. Is it just like, you know, the warm-ups, like la 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 la, that one? Or how does it go? Or you have to do it like how they tell you? Alright, ready? It's a shower song. So, okay. There's no shower in the background. But, okay. What is a shower song? Like, la 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 la. Oh, that's a song, right? The la 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 la. I don't know the whole thing. Okay, yeah. I need something other than that, Calvin. Something other than the shower song. Something that has words. Y'all, something that has words. Because la 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 is not doing it for me. Let's see, hold on. But we can do law. Well, as you know, yesterday was National Radio Day, so shout out to all the radio stations, all the people on the airwaves. Thank you to the whole KUHS stream for doing what you do all the time, to our Jefe for always running the cool music, the cool beats all day long, all night long for your ears to hear. And you know, so just want to give a shout out to everybody who was on the airwaves, bringing what feeds our soul, right, and music to our ears. So thank you for that. So, you know, it's like whether you like country, gospel, hip hop, jazz, you know, no matter the genre, you know, we all have connections to the songs, right? They're those type of connections that make us feel some type of way, you know, like that type of way. Like everybody feels some type of way about a song, right? Like whether it reminds you of an ex, you know, whether it reminds you of like good and happy times, A song, you know, it could be a song that reminds you of someone who has passed away, but they're all connected, right? You know, so thinking of, you know, National Radio Day, yeah, National Radio Day, and, you know, like all that it entails, you know, like it kind of made me think of one hit wonders. And, you know, I don't know if y'all know what one hit wonders are. I hope you know what one hit wonders are, right? So, I don't know, like, it just made me think of, you know, because we're talking about the airwaves, everyone being on, and just those one hit wonders. We've all heard them, you know, those songs that captured our hearts, you know, our ears, our minds, through the airwaves. Or if you're my age, you know, you caught them through the music videos. Come on, somebody. TRL Weekend. What you know about that? Okay, kind of aging myself, but it's okay, right? So, and don't be trying to figure out my age either. Shame on you. It's rude. Or you might have heard those songs like at a friend's party, you know, wherever it might have been. You know, those words will forever go down in the history of music. You know, those one-hit wonders, those words that will stick with you. So, you know, sometimes it just makes me wonder, you know, I'll be sitting there and I'll be thinking about, you know, like, what happened to that group, right? Like, they were so popular, you know, they made this hit song, like, what happened to them? Or the singer, you know, because some of them are solo and they're not all groups. But, you know, it just made me think, like, what happened to them? Like, where are they? Like, you know, where did they go? They just made, like, the one song and that's it, you know? But it just, I don't know if it makes you think, like, what happened to them? Or, you know, I don't know. What did happen to them? You know, the ones that made those hit songs that our souls craved for and desired for, right? Because they were like, oh, the song's on, that song's on. Like, even now, like at weddings or parties, it's still like that one hit song that always comes on, you know? And so, I don't know, I was thinking of one hit wonder songs. And there's a lot of them out there. I know I'm going to age myself. But one of the ones I was thinking about was, I think it's called Tub Thumping, right? Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. Do you guys remember Chumbawamba? I don't know. Maybe that's in my era. I don't know. But Chumbawamba, when they're like, I get knocked out, but I get up again. You ain't never going to keep me down. Do you know that song? Am I the only one who knows that song? Come on. Somebody throw a Chumbawamba emoji in there. You know, or there's other songs like Hanging by a Moment by Lifehouse. Do you remember those songs? You know, like, I'm hanging by a moment. No, how does it go? Alright, I messed that up. Okay, hold on. Hanging, no, it goes, I'm falling even more in love with you. Letting go of all I've held on to. I'm standing here until you make me move. I'm hanging by a moment here for you. I think that's how it goes. Something like that, right? And so, you know, you just think of all these like one hit wonder songs. Or, you know, it could be, I don't know. I have to bring up a different decade maybe. You know, come up a decade, but maybe, what is that one song called? 'Cause you had a bad day, you taking one down, you sing a sad song and you turn it around. No, still don't get it, still don't know what they are. I don't know. You know, do you know who that one's by? I think it was like by Daniel Powder. Powder? Is it Powder or Powder? I don't know. But, you know, oh, hey, Jim, yes. What do you want here, Jim? We're going to help you out there in Pueblo. So thank you, Jim Ortega, yes. And it's okay. I'm not computer savvy either. You know, the computer likes to be a savage towards us. I'm gonna stick with that, Jim. We're gonna stick with that. The computers are being savages toward us. So it's not you, it's these things, them, the other sides. But, let me explain a little bit, because, since I kind of dated myself already, right, we're going to get back into what we're talking about, like the one-hit wonders. And, there are some young listeners on there, who might not know what I'm talking about. Like, they might not know what one-hit wonders mean, right? But if you look at it, if you look up the definition of a one-hit wonder, it says it's an entity, often only for, hold on, it says it's an entity that achieves mainstream popularity, often only for one piece of work, and they become known among the people solely, catch this part, okay, catch this here, known among the people for their momentary success. And as we know, it's most commonly known in regards to a performer or a group that we talked about, like, mostly musicians with only one hit single that oversees all of their other work. So they have work out, but they're basically only known for that one hit song. And it made me a little sad reading that, reading that description when I was reading it earlier, because I mean, if you look at all the aspects, right, these solo artists or these groups, I imagine, they just didn't do it overnight. I imagine they took time, like their whole lives, right, to get their vocals ready, their instruments ready, to prepare those beats, like every little detail, that goes into perfecting their craft, right, and perfecting their work, creating their work to share with the world their talents, and they share it for success, right? They want success out of it, and they work their whole entire lives doing this, and then they find, they've made songs before, but they finally get this one song, right, that stands out, and that's all they're known for, is that one hit song, like that one momentary success that overshadows everything else. And I don't know about you, but that's kind of like heartbreaking, right? Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But it also made me sad to think about that, because, I think about it in our time now, like real time now, right? And it's just like, how many of us have worked so hard in our lives to reach our goals, reach those dreams that we have, inner transformation in our lives, to just compromise maybe or fall back because of that one temporary high, right? That one temporary success, to be popular, for that one moment in time. And, as like a one-hit wonder, they're more known, it's more known badly, I guess, than it is good, because they kind of drowned out, right? I mean, sure, the song is good, and, like, that's all they're known for, but that's it, and then they kind of, like, just fade away, and you don't know nothing else about them. And so, I wonder and think, about these artists, of like how they feel. I mean, they made it, right? Like, they made it to the top, but at the same time, like, they lost it all too, if that makes sense. I know what you're saying back there. Calm yourself down. If that makes sense. Listen, y'all, I say it all the time, okay, when I'm talking. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? But like, if that makes sense, because they are, like, literally getting everything but losing everything at the same time, because then they're only known for that one song, right, or that one thing that they accomplished. And you know, it made me think too, like how many of us, you know, thought like, oh, we made it, right? Like we've gotten all these likes on Facebook, we've gotten all these hearts on Instagram, like all these shares, you know, we went viral. Like, you know, the new thing is like us going viral. Well, I guess it's not like so new, but you know, still new, like in a sense. But you know, we've gone viral, and we've worked so hard to achieve something that sometimes is so momentarily, you know. And you know, if you look at it, you know, there's those people who make those videos that go viral, and then like that's all they're known for. Like no matter like what else they try to put out or what else they try to do, like everyone kind of brushes them off because they're only known for like that one video. And you could talk about that like with content creators, right? Like they'll make that one video. Not all of them. I'm not saying everybody. We're talking about just like the one hit wonders, like those people that fall in that category. But even like content creators, sometimes like they'll make that one really good content, and they're working so hard to like make a living off of what they're doing, but then they just have that one momentary success, you know. And so I just think, you know, it just put a lot of thought in my mind about, you know, these one hit wonders. Like, are we going to use our life as a one hit wonder? And let me explain what I mean by that. You know, our perception, I guess, of a one hit wonder is kind of like a bad thing. Or I don't know, like most of the people I've asked, they kind of said like it's a bad thing, right? Like that's all you're known for, because that's all you're known for. But what if we could make a one hit wonder a good thing, right? Because not everything always has to be bad. I think a lot of times we always want to highlight the bad, and we never want to bring out the good of everything, right? And so what if that one hit wonder could be something good, right? So, you know, for me, like, as you know, like, I'm a believer, and I was trying to think, like, who are, like, the one hit wonders of the Bible, right? And I was thinking about it, and it kind of brought me to Jabez. I don't know if you know him. He's only mentioned in the Bible like a couple times, but not solely like he was a one-hit wonder, but he has this famous prayer, the prayer of Jabez, and that prayer is like a good one-hit wonder because it talks so much like life and how God found him honorable like among his brothers, you know, and how, you know, his simple prayer was, you know, God, like, enlarge my territory, you know. And let me pull it up because I don't know it by heart, and so I don't want to like misquote, because I do not like misquoting the Bible. Let me pull it up for you really quick. It is in First Chronicles. And Jabez, just to kind of like highlight, means pain, and so that's a whole nother thing in itself. But it says, Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain." And God granted his request. And so, even though it's such a short prayer, it was impactful. And, you know, he's talking to God, like, not only asking God to, like, bless him and give him provision, and, you know, but he wants God to go with him, too. Like, he knows that, like, he's not anything without God. And, you know, so it's this one prayer that is so impactful, and, you know, it's said so many times and brought up so many times, and, you know, it enriches all of our lives. And you know, for those that do read the Bible and those that know a little bit about it, you know, like, it's so enriching because, you know, it's like a promise that we are. So when I was thinking like the one-hit wonders, right, you know, I was thinking like, what could we do that we're just not a one-hit wonder in 2020, right? Not just like we're just known for this pandemic. We're not just known for, you know, like all, I don't know, just all the craziness. And when you think of Jabez, you think of like the pain, right? And you see like the pain in 2020. I don't know, like I think we could all see the pain in 2020, like people losing jobs, homelessness, you know, people getting sick and dying from COVID, you know, the injustices, the riots, you know, even like for me, like the pain of losing my brother. You know, there's just like one thing right after the other, right? And it's just like we're dealing with all of this pain right now in like 2020, but like, does it have to be bad, right? You know, I don't think it does. Like, I don't think we have to be, all of us, right, have time right now. I mean, some of us are back working, but, you know, there is some of us, a lot of us that do have time, and it's like, you know, what can we be doing in this time to make change? What could we be doing, and not just change in our world, you know, but change in our communities, change in the people around us, and be known as like, in this time, like we rose up, right? We rose up to do something impactful, transformative, and you know, that we aren't just gonna sit back, and that we're not just gonna be like, oh, this was just a moment in time that just passed by and just like another thing in the books, and you know, some great things happened, and you know, then you just become, 2020 just becomes like that one-hit wonder year, right? But in this year, I believe that we could come out on top and be a one-hit wonder of good, and good in bringing change, good in helping others, good in you know, bringing hope. And there's so much that we can do. And I just think that, you know, when I was thinking of the one-hit wonders, and just like the one-hit wonder of the Bible, one-hit wonders of the world, like, there's so many good one-hit wonders, so why can't we be a good one-hit wonder and write the music on people's hearts and have that life that grabs their attention, that their ears are able to listen to? And so I just was, you know, thinking about the one-hit wonders, and I don't know, what are your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts, because I love talking to you guys and what you think, and you know, how you feel, and I just love talking to you guys. And so it was just brought up because yesterday again was National Radio Day, and so I was just thinking about like music and you know, those songs that impact. But I just really think like we can make an impact and be a one-hit wonder generation that does good, and not just known for all the bad or down looks. I don't even know if that even makes sense. I probably worded it wrong. But looked down. There you go. But not looked down in 2020. But that we come out of this strong, and that we are the one generation, the one people who rose up to do good. And I just think that's amazing. I'd want to be the good part, the good side of the one-hit wonders. And so, you know, again, I just want to hear what you have to say. There was just something a little on my mind that I was thinking about. And yeah, because it's radio, and it's so Calvin says, one hit wonder is a blessing because it is marked in history across time. Yeah, see? And I think, like, when we think of one-hit wonders, right, we don't think of the good things. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we don't. Like, we kind of think of, like, oh, yeah, they just had, like, that one hit, and, like, oh, okay, like, it was good, whatever, and move on. But, you know, thinking of, like, the people that made a huge difference, you know, those one-hit wonders of, like, the people that marked history, and not just in music, but all around. But, yeah, it is marked in history across time. I really like that. I like what you said. But yeah, there's just, I don't know, there's just so much to elaborate on that, and I just want to kind of hear your thoughts, because I like to listen to you guys too. It's not always just about me speaking to you, but I like to listen to you as well, because I like to understand where you guys are coming from and what you guys have to say. And there's always just so much more life when you get other people's perspectives and you get enriched by that. And I think it's a great thing when we are able to communicate with each other on those different aspects and on those different perspectives, because it is a great thing. Michelet says we can intentionally make change daily. Yes. And I think that goes into, like, our habits too, right? I think habits, I don't know about you guys, but habits are hard, like, to change. Like, y'all girl has an issue with soda, okay? And it's hard to change, I think. And just realizing that you need change is the first big step, right? But yes, to intentionally make change daily. And I think sometimes, you know, we kind of talked about it last week though too, with Joey when he was on the show, and he was talking about, you know, we try to take those shortcuts and not go through the process. And the process is so vital to making change, not just in ourselves, but in anything that we're trying to do, you know, in our world, in the communities around us, and everything. So definitely being intentional on making change daily. Yes, I love that. And so, what are some of the one-hit wonder songs that are your guys' favorite? Because I want to know. And, you know, find them, put them on for you. We're going to throw it back a little, right? Well, today is Flashback Friday. Come on, somebody. It is. So, and we're on a radio station, so what would be more than to play some songs, right? Like, we just gotta throw that in there. Let me see. Hold on. I see someone else commented, but it's not showing up right now. So, if I missed you, I did not mean to miss you. But as we take a little pause while I'm trying to find your comment, because it showed someone commented on there. But I just want to thank you guys again, as always, for tuning in to KUHS Denver, the stream. Oh, and if y'all guys know, as we're taking a little moment right now, KUHS Denver actually has an Ignite with Melissa, y'all girl, okay, somebody. We actually have teamed up and been able to be a part of the 35th Stellar Awards, Gospel Stellar Awards, which are coming up on Sunday, August 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't ask me what Eastern Time is, because your girl is bad at all of that. I don't know Eastern Time. I don't know Mountain Standard Time. I don't know specific times. I just know it is at a time, okay? So tune in 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. And we have exclusive interviews. We'll be posting some more tomorrow with recording artist Jonathan McReynolds. We spoke with Michael Michael, he's one of the creatives. He's the one that helped do the whole creative aspect side of the virtual show this year that they're having. And so just a lot of amazing things going on. We spoke with Pastor Mike Jr., David Wright, the new group Fire, you know, and those are already posted on KUHS Denver, on Ignite with Melissa, and, you know, got to really see some insight on the music. And, you know, I know we're talking about one-hit wonders, but I just want to throw that in there real quick because that's happening all this weekend. They've been announcing, you know, the artists that won't be televised all this week. You can go to the Stallers page on Instagram, Facebook, any social media outlet, and you can see the winners so far. But great music. And I don't know about you, but I love gospel music, and, you know, it just does something for your soul. Come on, somebody. You know, all music hits us, but the Stellar Awards, Stellar Gospel Awards, it's one of a kind. It's the only awards that does highlight gospel music and their genre. And, you know, they have a lot of great things coming up. And like I said, we're going to be posting more of the interviews that KUHS did. There's already one posted on the site. And, you know, there's just such amazing talent there. And their songs are just so impactful and so insightful. And it just moves you in a different way. And so if you have time, you can go check out the Stellar Awards this Sunday at 6 p.m. And also go check out KUHS because we have the interviews live on there. And we are proud to be part of and grateful that we get to be part of the 35th Annual Stellar Gospel Awards this year. And so thank you so much for having us. And it's so exciting. You could go watch it on all BET networks. So you can tune in and watch it on the BET networks. Yes, I'm so excited for the Stellar Awards. If you guys don't know what the Stellar Awards are, maybe you do. If you do know what the Stellar Awards are, you know, one of the hosts are Kirk Franklin. I think most of you might know who he is. You know, he's 16-time Grammy Award winner. You know, amazing artists. And the co-hosts this year are Corinne Hawthorne and Jonathan McReynolds. You know, they all just came out with new music. Corinne Hawthorne came out with the song Pray. Jerry McReynolds came out with the song called People. Oh yes, and it's back here, right here, as you can see. And this is posted up on Ignite with Melissa and KUHS Denver. This is an interview with Pastor Mike Jr., who is also up. He's one of the nominees for his music this year. He's not just a pastor, but he sings some music too. Go check it out. But these are our nominees. You know, Pastor David Wright, and then you got the group Fire that will be coming up. They're a new upcoming artist, new upcoming group, and so many amazing things, and KUHS gets to be a part of it. And you know, KUHS is always doing amazing things, guys. We're always working to bring you guys the best, to bring you music. You know, the one thing that I love about KUHS and the radio and the stream, right, is that we stream everything from jazz to hip-hop to oldies to, you know, with Canciones de Domingo, with Sylvia, you know, we got that EDM. Like, it has such a wide genre of all the music. And, you know, KUHS and everybody that works here, not just on my show with Ignite, but, you know, all the other shows work diligently to bring you the best of the best. And so I just want to shout out my team and shout out my jefe, because we're always working to bring you guys amazing content, amazing things. And this is just one of, oh, well, you know, she's kind of amazing. I don't know that girl right there, but, you know, I'm just saying, she might be a little amazing. Just kidding. But, you know, we're always working to bring you amazing things, because re-listen, re-hear what you guys are saying, re-hear when you guys send us messages and call in and tell us about like the things that you want to see and hear. And one of the genres is gospel music, and maybe some of you are new to gospel music. Maybe you've never heard of it. Maybe you don't know who these artists are. Go check it out. Especially Jonathan McReynolds has his new single out called People. And Kirk Franklin has a new song out as well. And forgive me because I forgot the title of it. But y'all, your girl can't retain so much at one time. I'm not a multitasker. Come on, guys. I'm that one who walks into a parked car, okay? While I'm texting. So, but we have so many amazing things. And we'll be posting more of the interviews tomorrow. And, yes. Oh, so her hit "Won't He Do It" definitely shifted culture. Yeah, we do use that phrase. So if you guys don't know Corinne Hawthorne, she is a co-host for the Stellar Awards, and one of her songs, I love this song too. It's like she's like one of my favorite artists. She's always in my mix, and one of her songs is "Won't He Do It." And I think we've all heard it. I think Steve Harvey pretty much made that like go viral, right? When we're talking about viral stuff. Because he's always like, won't he do it? Yes, he will. Okay. But yes, won't he do it is such a good phrase. And yes, and it's such a good phrase on top of that, because won't he do it? Yes, he will. He'll do it. Yes, he can. He can, and he is able to do all things. Love the song and video for People. Yes, if you guys haven't checked out People, it is so good. Jonathan McReynolds is such an amazing artist. You got to check out his music. Like, he is just so creative in all the things that he does. And on top of Jonathan McReynolds, there's so many great performers that are going to be on, such as Travis Green. You got Jeremy Fortune. There's just so many, I can't even think, like, when you get put on the spot, you're like, wait, who are they? What are their names? I forget. But they're, J.J. Harrison, Miracle Worker. There's so many great songs, so many awards that are going to be given out and that have already been given out. But the Stellar Awards are going to be such an amazing event that's happening this weekend, and you don't want to miss it. It's a 2-hour virtual experience for the 35th anniversary. And like I said, KUHS got to be a part of it, and y'all girl got to be a part of it. And so I'm super excited, super grateful, super blessed. And God willing, we were actually supposed to be out there, KUHS Ignite with Melissa, out in Vegas on the red carpet, interviewing them live. But due to COVID-19, things got pushed back, and that's why we're doing virtual. But it's okay, because we're still getting together. It's going to be an amazing experience. And the great thing about it being virtual is that so many more people get to tune in and see what the Stellar Awards are all about. And one of the great things that they're doing this year, and I got to speak with Michael Johnson and Jonathan McReynolds, who's one of the co-hosts. That interview will be posted tomorrow, so go check it out. But they are honoring our first responders, as well as the late Congressman John Lewis. And they talk about what it meant to them, and how this is the first time that they took that approach in honoring everything that's going on. And so check out that interview tomorrow. You're going to see it posted on Ignite with Melissa, as well as KUHSdenver.com. Don't want to give it away. You got to go check it out for yourself. And just so many great things, and just that they're even honoring it's such an amazing thing. And if you haven't checked out this interview, go ahead and check it out. You know, I spoke with Pastor Mike, Pastor David, and the group Fire on what their hopes are, on how this will impact everybody that is watching. You know, the Gospel Stellar Awards are obviously gospel music, but there's going to be so many people tuned into this award show for the first time that have never heard of gospel music, that are new to this genre. And so my question for them is, now that, you know, it being virtual and they're being able to reach such a larger audience than they could before, right? And I think that's with everybody. We're being able to reach such larger audiences than we have before. And, you know, ask them what their hope was, how they feel, you know, this is going to impact everybody who's watching and who's listening. And so go check out that interview. It's already up now. As you can see, it's playing in the background, but you can't hear it. So go check it out, Ignite with Melissa and KUHSdenver.com. But super excited for the Stellar Awards. And like I said, God willing, next year, you know, 2021, we'll actually be out there on the red carpet, KUHS Denver, the stream, at the awards. And come on, somebody. You know, the awards are always fun. I don't know if you've ever been to an award show. You know, it doesn't have to be big. It could be a smaller award show. But, you know, they're amazing. It's so awesome to see all the creatives, all the talent out there. Just to hear that music that impacts you and just brings such enrichment to your life and just speaks life to your life. And so gospel music is amazing. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. And I think people have you know, one-sided perspective too. I just kind of want to put that because, you know, I had a friend one time was like, oh, gospel music is like this, and they think it's like, you know, just all, I think they think churchy choir like Sister Act, the first movie, you know, with the nuns. And that's kind of how, like, they explained to me what they thought gospel music was, like, all just like, woo, like, you know. But it's so how would you say it, like reinvented, like re-visualized, like it's just new, like it's fresh, and it's so nice to see like the new creative ways and how gospel music has just kept on for so many years, and the transitions that they've made. And it's so exciting, and it just makes my heart happy. So I hope it makes your heart happy. But go check it out. The Stellar Awards are amazing. And let's see. Calvin said, you repped Colorado good. What were the artists' reaction of you streaming from Colorado? You know, let me tell you something about the Stellar Awards with the artists. You know, I think a lot of times, you know, or I guess I shouldn't say everybody, because not everybody gets the opportunity. But us working in media, and before I was even on KUHS Denver, you know, I have my own photography business. And so I've met a lot of people before while doing work with photography and meeting them, doing my business that way. And but just let me tell you, it's media in general. You know, you come in with a lot of artists, whether they are musical artists or, you know, celebrities such as like football, you know, baseball, whatever it may be. You run into like a lot of different celebrities, right? And you always think, you know, because let's just be honest, like a lot of them don't pay you any attention. I mean, you're there to work, of course, but there comes that fine line of like, we won't talk to you type of thing. And again, it's not everybody, so don't take that out of context. But a lot of the times, you know, like, it's just kind of get out of my way, let me move, and that's it. But let me tell you about the Stellar Awards. And I just have to praise them because besides John Bon Jovi, because he's really cool, down to earth. I got to meet John Bon Jovi when I did pictures for the Colorado Crush when we had an AFL team. And you know, when we went to the bowl, Pro Bowl, and it was super cool. And you know, he was like the most down to earth guy ever. But you know, coming into this interview, like, I didn't know what to think. I was like, man, these are some like icons. If you know anything about gospel music or about any of these, some of the artists such as Kirk Franklin, you're just like, you know, Don Jackson, you know, the one who puts on the Stellar Awards. You know, you kind of get like, oh my gosh, you get a little nervous, right? And you're like, are they gonna be nice to me? Like, you don't know. It's like that with every person, every artist, every person you run into. But these were some of the coolest, most down to earth people. Like, it was just so amazing. Like, they just laughed with you, joked with you. Like, it literally didn't even feel like you were interviewing them, because they just made it so fun and simple. And it was just the coolest thing. They were like, I didn't even know how to put into words, but they are some of the coolest people ever. And even, you know, shout out to the Stallers, shout out to Kirk Franklin, Travis Green, Jonathan McReynolds, Michael Jackson, Michael Johnson. And you know, these guys were so amazing. You know, like, the press time was kind of coming to a close, and a lot of the artists had to leave, you know, because they had other things, other commitments going on. But, you know, Kirk and those people that I mentioned, they're like, no, we're going to stay here, like, for our press, for our media. You are the people that support us, and we want to support you. Like, who does that? Like, most people are like, you know, all right, cool, let's go, let's bounce. And I'm not saying like that's how the other artists work. It's just they really did have time commitments, you know, and we were way over time. In press, there was so many people online doing these interviews, and you know, it's overwhelming trying to cut people in time. You know how it goes. People asking more than one question, trying to get in as many questions as they can when, you know, there's other press still waiting. But just these guys is, you know, just how they were, their character. They were just like, no, we're going to take time for you because, you know, you support us and we want to support you. You've gotten on here. You spent all this time with us. We want to make sure we get to every member of the press. And I was just in shock, because it's like, wow, like, thank you. Like, Kirk was like, I'm staying on. He's like, I don't know who else is staying on. And then, you know, Travis is like, yeah, I'm on. Jonathan's like, I'm on. And Michael's like, yeah, I got time too. And let me tell you, these guys like haven't eaten or anything, because they're like, I'm hungry, you know, like cracking jokes, like just having a good fun time with everybody, you know, sneaking in their water, their little chips, whatever they had. And like, it was the coolest thing ever. But just to hear them, like, even just say, like, we honor you guys because you honor us, and we're going to take this time no matter how long it takes. Like, they literally, I think the whole interview time with everybody, there was over like 100 and some press on there. I think like maybe like 150 maybe press, but they took the time to answer every member of the press's questions. And they just have my respect forever. I mean, they already had my respect, but even just as a journalist, as a talk show host, as media, they were just like the most cool, humble, down-to-earth people. And I just can't give them enough praise for actually like just sitting there and like taking that time to make sure they answered every single one of our questions and took time out of their day. And you know, they're artists. They got tons of things to do. They got a show coming up. Like, they got so many things that they could be doing, but they took their time for us. And so shout out to all those amazing artists and all of the whole team of the sellers, you know, the moderators, everybody. And they embraced every city to get to the Colorado, but you know, they embraced every city that was on there. You know, they complimented everybody that was on there. You know, they're like, oh, you're doing great, you know, like just so uplifting. And even when you felt nervous, they're like, oh yeah, you got it, girl. Like, you know, like they just made you feel like family. And I can't give them praise enough, you know, for how amazing they were. And you know, you could just see on everybody's faces, like, they're amazing. Like, they really, you know, for one of the phrases, they really walk it like they talk it. That's how simple you could put it. Shout out to Flo Denver. But, you know, they walk it like they talk it, and just one of the most coolest people. They embraced every town, every city, every person, every member of the press. And, you know, some of the moderators and that were like, oh, we gotta go, you know, not in a mean way. It was just because it's over time. I mean, I think the interviews took like close to 4 hours to finish just one segment. There was 2 segments, so there was just like the main segment, and then the second segment was with the nominees, is like who you see here as the nominees, like the performers, the artists. The other ones were with the co-hosts, the founders, you know, but every single one of them, even the nominees, all just took their time, you know, that were on there. JJ Harrison, you know, everybody that was on there. Kiera, I always say her last name wrong. Oh, I'm gonna mess it up. But Kiera, on there, like, so many just down to earth people, and it was such a good, awesome feeling, and I just can't even wait till I get to actually be there in person next year, because I'm going to speak it to life that we're going to be able to be out there enjoying the awards and being back together in a group, and God's going to do amazing things. I'm excited for it. But yes, it was such a blessing. It was awesome, beautiful, such a humbling experience, and you know, it just, again, makes me love what I do. I love being around the people that I'm around, the community I'm around. And I tell you guys this all the time: get you a community that supports you, that lifts you up, that encourages you. Get those people around you that are going to push you towards your dreams, push you upward, not bring you down, but the people that are going to rise up with you. And so, you know, we were talking about one-hit wonders, got into music. Happy National Radio Day yesterday, one day late. Don't forget to check out the Stallers. And as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every single one of you and supporting me. And like I said, there's going to be so many great things going on. Let's hit that 1K so we could do a giveaway. I have so many giveaways that I want to do with you guys, but we have to at least hit that 1K in order to make it possible. So invite your friends, invite them to like Ignite with Melissa, invite them to like KUHSdenver.com. We appreciate all the support around the world. We are global, not only global, but local. But we thank each and every single one of you from the bottom of our hearts. I know I thank each and every single one of you for constantly tuning in, even days like this when your girl's just out there and whack and, you know, just rambles like I'm doing now. And you guys stick with me. You my real ones, okay? You the real ones that stick with me in my good times and my bad times. Y'all are amazing. And so don't forget to tune in. Check out those interviews with the Stellar Awards. You can watch it on BET Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And, you know, if no one's told you guys today, I just want to remind you and tell you that you have purpose, you are loved, and you belong. So your girl signing out for now. Oh, and next week, tune in, because I got Jason Martin in the house, and he's going to be sharing music exclusively here on Ignite with Melissa on KUHS Denver. He's going to be singing his great vocals, bringing in what he's doing around the state of Colorado, a local artist who's making waves, and so excited to have him in the studio next week. So tune in next week. We got Jason Martin in the house. And so, as always, guys, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a blessed weekend. Have a safe weekend. And your girl signing out. KUHS Denver, Ignite with Melissa. Love, peace, and God bless y'all.